Hello, everyone. We are here today to talk about the Essential Legends collection covers. Perhaps somewhat divisive in the community, and we've done on this channel two previous streams talking about these covers, but now we're going to be putting them in a tier list. Before we begin, I want to clarify about the thumbnail of this video, which has the guests on the tier list, which was something that I wasn't thinking about. So then I was like, oh shoot, I left the only place on the tier list for the guest names. So then I put them in alphabetical order thinking that'll be fair. And then when I looked at it, I was like, no, this is bad. And so I sent it to everyone as kind of like a joke to say, like, I'm not going to use this. But then everyone said, use it, it's funny. So that is on there now. Clarifying, everyone, in my opinion, is an S tier guest. No one, no one's lower. Everyone's great. But now we're going to actually be ranking some book covers here, and talking about these. So I'll leave the floor open to everyone to introduce themselves.
My name is Brady. I have a YouTube channel, Instagram, and TikTok called Fine Editions. I'm also a host on a podcast called Comlink Chatter, and that can be found on my YouTube channel and on Spotify. Thank you for
really good. Definitely go check him out.
Order?
Yeah, you can go now. Yeah, sure.
Okay. My bad for cutting you off. Yeah, my name is Sam. I have a streaming channel on YouTube called Cancel Me. I mainly just play whatever I feel like and do stupid stuff on there. But I also have a meme page. It's called Vethro Darasum. It's kind of a complicated name, but yeah, I just post memes on there and just speak my mind about Star Wars, I guess. But yeah.
Right on. I'm F tier Stevie B. I'm gonna change my YouTube channel, because I like Disney stuff too. So that's why I was on the bottom of the list. So that's cool. I just got a really relaxed, fun channel. I interview guests. I'm starting to do some live streams, just get a little interaction. I also have an Instagram, StevieB_YT, where I share excerpts from the books I'm reading. I'm currently in the Legends timeline, and also a lot of my collection, my toys and stuff. I'm big into collecting. So yeah,
it's awesome stuff.
Hey everyone, it's 5 picoseconds, or Pico as I've known on Brennan or Jade Light's channel. I usually appear on Jade Light because we tend to agree on most things, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some fun stuff today. Trying not to swear because the Italian in me is trying to get out of here, but
hello there. My name is Liam, aka Cspyder. I recently got into Star Wars Expanded Universe, and especially over the summer here soon, I'm going to be working on uploading some more YouTube reviews, and I'm super excited. I've really loved all the stuff that I've read so far. Well, except Dawn of the Jedi, of course. That book, that book is just F tier garbage.
I actually don't hate that book, honestly, compared to all you guys. What? I think it's like a C tier, but
are you what?
It's fine.
It'll probably be
better. It is the most fine book of all time. It is like just okay.
Liam and I adamantly disagree.
I know.
That book is horrible.
I also want to say real quick, thanks Brennan for having me be a part of this.
Yeah.
And meeting all you guys.
Brennan's awesome. Go subscribe. If you're not subscribed to Brennan, go subscribe to Brennan.
And thanks Marcel for the comment. Appreciate it. And congrats, buddy, on the 500 plus. You're going to the top, man. I've been saying that for a while.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, guys. You flatter me for someone who literally put you all on a tier list in the thumbnail.
I guess I was gonna say, I guess they can call me B-level Star Wars then. No, I'm joking. If any of you guys get that reference.
No, I really am Cspyder.
I've always known I was A tier, okay? Look.
Well, I see some comments coming in. I think we might as well start looking at these book covers. So, which way should we do it? Now, before we continue, we would ask the viewers to use their imagination, because for whatever reason, a couple of these covers aren't appearing. So imagine,
Even though they are in fact there.
They are so bad that we blotted them out.
well, right here is Rule of Two, and right
Hey,
here
never
is
mind.
Yoda Dark Rendezvous. Just try to imagine that, and then down here, I think we have some of the X-wing covers as well. So I guess we'll start off with. Will we go chronological order, maybe? So maybe start with Dawn of the Jedi.
Oh boy.
Sure.
If we want, I could also stream because I actually am the one that sees everything, right?
Yeah, you could share your screen as well.
Okay.
Why didn't we think of this before?
Because we aren't smart, okay? You know? Sometimes brain doesn't work.
Most of the time, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me scroll back.
I have a lot of things to
Present.
say about this cover, particularly.
Yeah.
I promise I will try to leave the actual topic of the book out of this.
Share
I'll
screen.
try my best.
Cover, the same quality of the book.
This
Yeah.
there's something that in one of the previous streams of this that we did, someone said that this cover is worthy of the Dawn of the Jedi novel, because they didn't like it.
I mean, in terms of quality of the cover, I mean, yeah, I guess I'd have to agree with that.
I think you have to accept that I'm sharing or something.
Yes, I can add it now.
There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. So, first things first, I'm going to put Survivor's Question I don't think anything needs to be explained for there. Okay.
All right, so do we want to do it chronologically, though?
Yes.
Well,
That works for me.
and also, do we want to add a tier that is good above okay? There we go. Okay, we've got a positive tier, guys. We've got a positive tier. As we should. As we should.
Hold on.
Dawn of the Jedi does not belong in that tier, though. Just to
Good.
clarify.
He's the hate for that book.
We'll make it blue.
Okay. Well, in order to know Liam's hatred for the book, he shared pictures of his copy of the book one time, and honestly, I have never seen a more mangled Legends banner copy in my life. It looks like it's like 30 years old.
It looks like it went through the washer.
That it does. That it does.
All right.
So, could we start with Dawn of the Jedi?
Dawn of the Jedi.
Sure.
Right
Oh
here.
my goodness.
Absolutely. So, why don't we start with fine editions? What's your thoughts on this cover, and where do you think it should go on the tier?
Okay, let me read them real quick.
Dawn of the Jedi. ELC.
Okay. So,
This one right here.
That's Survivor's Quest, John.
I'm trying to find it on my tablet so I can get a better look. But
I have the.
I've seen it quite a few times. I think it is. Whenever I saw it, my response was, "Oh no!" So, or actually, I might put it lower. Put it down at. I would put it at. Okay, please stop. Just
Please stop.
Okay. Now, where would you put it, Sam?
I mean, it kind of looks like a child drew it. No hate to children, you know, but like, really, Disney got all this money and they couldn't come up with something better. Also, what's up with the chin? What's up with the chin? Why is her chin so forward? Like, somebody please explain. Is that a
On one of
character
the-
from the book or something? Like,
It is a character from
Oh,
the book,
boy.
but her chin isn't said to be that long. On a previous stream, I joked that her chin is taking voyages around the galaxy on this cover.
If her
Like-
chin does not look like that in the movie adaptation, I will not go see it.
Oh
my,
boy,
bro.
they better not make a movie about this.
They are,
They are.
unfortunately, but
Are they seriously making a movie about
it's probably not
Please.
going to be anything like the book, to be honest. Disney
it
just likes
probably
to
will.
steal the names, to
Honestly,
be honest.
why
but-
didn't they just take this over to Disney canon? I'd be fine with that.
You know, as sad as it sounds to say, and you know that everyone knows that I don't like Disney canon.
Mhm.
Disney canon has a fair shot to be better than the EU with their Dawn of the Jedi movie. That's how bad the Dawn of the Jedi book is. There is a chance it'll be better.
Question.
Yes.
Does because I know there are comics about this. Is it just like a adaptation or is it different?
It's
The
complete. It has
comics-
nothing to do with anything. That's the worst part about it.
It takes place before the comics, kind of. There's like
Kind of.
a prologue to the first issue of the comic
Mhm.
that
So
is before this, but
So
the comics
first
are way
issue-
better.
The
the character
comics
has
are
nothing
way
to do with
better.
anything.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
The
Yeah.
first issue takes place before the book, and then the rest of the comic takes place after. So it's kind of weird. But Stevie, what's
Yeah.
your thoughts on this cover?
You know, when I first saw it, I looked at it like, meh. It kind of reminds me of a 1990s Magic the Gathering card, like that era, early 2000s. I used to play that a lot.
Yeah,
I haven't read this book. I have this one purchased because I don't have this in my collection, so I can't really comment on it. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I found that other books that I've read that people said that weren't good, and I've read
Knight
them.
Errant?
I enjoyed them. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm middle of the road for me. This one's middle of the road. Like I can see where you guys are coming from so far, but it's just got that Magic the Gathering feel to it. It's kind of growing on me. I'll just say that.
I will echo that, and I'll jump in here and give my thoughts. When I first saw this, I would have put it in the tier. I was horrified beyond belief. But now that I've seen it a lot, I think it actually fits the story of Dawn of the Jedi. I think the art style fits it because I don't think the art style's that great. So it fits a not great story to me, so it makes sense. But at the same time, the colors started slowly growing on me. I also like that the Tho Yor is in the background.
yeah,
I
that's
like
good.
aspects of it. I
Yeah.
would put it in oh no. I would put it middle of the road. It's not the greatest. It's not the best. It's I don't know what that one tier is. Uncanny Valley could be okay with some tweaks. I could put it there if they made her chin less pronounced. Maybe
What?
maybe
Oh
maybe
my
it could be
goodness, that chin. Oh man.
It's a primate face, bro.
So her chin, like her head structure, if she didn't have her hair, looks like the crystal skull from
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Mhm.
So they could just
She
write it
got that
off.
gorilla
her-
dome.
She could just be one of those aliens, a descendant, and then it's all connected. You see, it's like poetry; it rhymes.
hmm
Yeah. So, Pico, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's a please stop because I do understand what they're trying to go for here. However, it just doesn't work. Like the pyramid thing, the circle and just is not in the right spot. I as an engineer, we took a graphics course and we can tell where the circle is supposed to be and when we're trying to draw something words, sorry. So it should be the circle on the pyramid here. I guess you guys can't see where I'm trying to point at because it's at
Yeah, but I still
different
think it's
tab,
trying to just give that vibe, like it's just.
I wish you
flat,
guys
like
could
it's
see
not
what
gonna be
the tab I'm
perfect, you
looking
know what I
at
mean?
because I actually have a close up of the actual cover of what I'm trying to do. But
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I do too.
Okay,
I
okay.
I pulled it up on another screen.
so long as you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't know. Something just seems off.
I
But
think
it's
maybe that was the
I
point.
understand what they're going for. And
Yeah.
it's not I guess I give it points because it's not a lightsaber because there wouldn't be lightsabers at this point. But the chin is way too far to the right. The The little circle on the pyramid is too far the right. There's something
Liam.
stopping me from giving it a full ah.
There's something there. Yeah.
I understand what they're
Liam-
going for. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Liam, what do you think of this cover?
Oh boy. I feel like I can't really take it seriously that much because it looks like an anime drawing that I don't know, some girl in my class probably drew. I'm just right off the bat. That's what it looks like. I just don't know what's up with Lannery's face. It looks nothing like Lannery from the book.
No.
That chin, that is just oh man. Yeah, this is. I don't know. I kind of like the original cover a lot better. I mean, I still don't think I like the art style that much of this cover, but it's a lot better in my opinion than the Legends Essential collection. Also, I think in honor of Alex, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just yeet that out of there. I think it fell behind my bed. I'll go look for it later.
Yeah, and in honor of Alex, who is, of course, the champion of throwing books in the EU community.
Yes.
If you watched his Bounty Hunter Wars review. Moving on, next chronologically would be Old Republic Revan, correct?
Revan.
Could I say something about Dawn of the Jedi before we move on?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
So I feel like what they were trying to go for is pretty similar to I don't know how many of you guys watch Star Wars Rebels.
I love Rebels. I actually think it's better than Clone Wars. That's my hot take of the year.
I think I haven't seen this episode yet, but I've seen the images of it. But they go to the world between worlds, and they have that mural of the one.
Yeah,
I feel like they might have
I see
took
what you
some
mean.
inspiration from that.
Okay.
Because there's the circles, there's the toonish features.
I see it.
And so I could see them going, okay, this is ancient Jedi, and then it's like, okay, here's some ancient thing that people of the new canon know to try to sell the book.
Good call.
Thanks.
That's a good take.
Makes sense.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Right, so Revan, huh?
Yeah, Revan's next. So
I can't believe we're not putting Dawn of the Jedi in because Star Wars Rebels.
It deserves in my opinion, but put it wherever you guys feel.
I feel like it could personally go higher. But
Nah. I think Please Stop is a fitting place. I think it's fine there.
I think just
Okay.
because of the chin.
the chin holds
The chin
it
is
back.
everything.
The chin
Yeah.
is clinging to Please Stop and won't let it be pulled up.
Oh my goodness.
Now Marcel looked up the artist who actually did this cover and did some research, and he found that her other work was better, like was really good, and he found that her style is really good, but he felt it doesn't match Star Wars. I think was what he had came to the decision of in the other stream. So, I at least they hired an artist here and didn't resort to AI art or like a filter of an image later on. There was some effort involved here, but Revan is what we have next, and this is actually, in my opinion, one of the strongest covers.
I actually agree with that.
I really like it. I think the angles work, the stylization works. I would put it in good, personally. Stevie, what do you think of this cover?
Yeah, I like how it adds the color scheme of like Revan's lightsaber. That feel to Revan. There's always that pink with that purple, that dark color. I like how it's got that mixed here. I think it's great. The original cover is great as well. I don't own that book. I own the Essential Legends one. I'm getting to that point now where I don't want us to have multiple copies of the same book to try to keep room on the shelf. You know,
I'm right there with you.
So actually, I went through a stack of books today, and I got a whole pile that I'm just gonna offload. But I think it's good. I would put it at good. It's up there. I was a fan of it immediately.
One cool thing about it is that it features a character on the cover who was never previously depicted in official artwork. So it was cool to finally get that character. Her name's slipping my mind. She's an antagonist throughout the book,
Yeah.
but it was nice to see her there. Sam, what do you think of this cover?
I think it's all right. I'm definitely a fan of like the old style of art that most Star Wars
Mhm.
books had. Like the very intricate, like almost painting styles. Yeah, but I think it's all right. I think it's a more modern take. I still don't really love it though, but I think it's all right.
Liam, what do you think about this cover?
I think it actually looks pretty cool. I really really love like the lightning all around it too, and they're kind of like in this shape here. I don't
Yeah,
know how
it's
to
like
explain it, but like
it's
it
like a
kind of like,
triangle type thing.
yeah, and it splits like the different color schemes, and I think it really meshes well together. And that lightsaber lock that they're in, the whole thing just overall looks really cool. I've not read the book yet, but I am currently working my way through KOTOR, so I'm sure I probably will soon.
Brady,
Same.
what do you think of this cover?
So I actually kind of like the art style of it. I feel like this is less of a hey, buy this book because you played the video game, like the original Old Republic multimedia books were like.
Yeah.
I like the, I guess, kind of subtleness. Like, I mean, he has his green lightsaber because I think it's been a long time since I've read the book. Doesn't he have a number of different lightsabers?
I think one complaint was that in this scene he's not supposed to have that color lightsaber.
Okay,
I do remember something like that it doesn't match up, but I think for the purposes of the cover, the color they use does look nice.
right,
But it might not be completely accurate.
gotcha. And it's a little bit similar to the Dawn of the Jedi cover, where it's trying to give off okay, this is older Star Wars. This is the ancient, and they're trying to sell it as legends. Like, this is the ancient legend of Darth Revan, or just Revan. And so I kind of like it like that. I was looking at some of the covers that we'll get to later. And I think that they mesh kind of well a little bit. I think they got the same artist, unless I'm wrong.
As Deceived.
Deceived, yes.
Yeah, they're very similar visually. Pico, do you like this one as well? I think the general consensus for this one is pretty positive.
I think this one is a solid okay because I don't really see it as depicting a scene that's actually in the book, but
Yeah.
I think the colors and the actual art itself are fine, and not offensive, which is a positive, I guess, in terms of compared to the rest of these.
Yeah. So you would put it in okay. But shall we put it in good since that's the overall consensus?
I do think we should put it in good compared to the rest.
All right. Then we shall move on to Deceived then, which is on the bottom left. Liam, what do you think of Old Republic
This one, right?
Deceived cover?
Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So I really like that it's I think it's a lot better than just Malgus standing there with a lightsaber ignited like in the original. Although I will say the lightsaber clash on this one looks a little, I don't know really what that is. It's like it almost looks like there's like 10,000 lightsabers. I can't really tell which one is the actual lightsaber. It kind of looks like they're just in some sort of void of some sort. the art looks kind of cool. I think I'd put this in probably okay. It looks a little better than the original, I think, because it's not just Malgus just standing there with a lightsaber. There's like an action thing going on, but
Yeah.
overall, I think I'd put it in okay.
Okay. Sam, what do you think about this one?
I actually like this one better than the other one. I think it's a bit more creative. Almost looks like a moon in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. I don't know if I like it over the older one because I just looked it up, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. The thing that I think I don't like about all of these is like the shapes and the little like circles like randomly around it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
It's a little much, the extra detail.
yeah, I feel like they tried
makes
too
sense.
hard. Yeah, I feel like if it was just like the lightsaber clash with the moon in the background, it would be better than the original. But yeah, I think it's okay. I actually like it better than the Revan one. But yeah.
Stevie, what do you think about this cover?
Honestly, I like it better than the original. I like Malgus. I like this story. I thought the story was great.
It's a great one, yeah.
Definitely a reread for me, 100%. The original is good. There's nothing wrong with it. I just like this one just pops out to me. You know, like the moon, I could see that in the shadows, and then the clash. It just feels like it's trying to like breaking glass. You know, with just popping out at you. So I personally like it. I would probably say good.
I would say this is a good cover as well. I really like it. I do really like the original cover as well. For me, both of those are like really good covers. Like Deceived for the Essential Legends collection is probably one of the best covers in the Essential Legends collection. And for me, Deceived is probably one of the best original covers as well. For the original covers, I just really like them both. I definitely put this one on good. It's probably about the same as the Revan one for me. But Brady, what are your thoughts on this one?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of disagree with you guys. Like, I really love this book, like the story, and I feel like it doesn't like betray as much of what the book is. Like, and maybe it's because I don't remember the Revan book very well, but from the cover with Revan, I mean that being like I'm comparing them because they're a part of the Old Republic series. I feel like we know, okay, this guy is Revan. That's who it is. It looks like Revan. And I feel like with this, it's hard to tell that is Malgus. And I feel like the other cover has, I guess, more like you know who's good and who's bad. And you know, okay, we know who the hero is. We know, but that's just kind of like I'm not a big fan of the coloring of it, but it makes me think of in the book whenever they do fight. Is her name Etain?
Her name, the female character in the book's name is Erin Lanier.
Oh, Erin. Who's Etain? What's that from?
Etain is one of the handmaidens in SWTOR. Is it? Someone will let us know in the comments if we're wrong. Comments love to tell us if we're wrong.
But yes. I don't know. I kind of feel like the coloring should just be a bit better. So I would put it in kind of uncanny. Would be okay with some tweaks.
Okay. Pico, what do you think about this one? I think we've gotten all goods so far
I think
and an okay.
This one is a solid okay.
Okay.
I think the fact that it's almost too blue, if that makes any sense. I find the whole thing is just very blue washed.
I can see
So
that. Yeah.
nothing really pops. But I'm okay with calling it good. I think
So is everyone else good with that?
Yeah.
I think
Yes, sir.
Malgus looks really good. So
I will add, it seems like there's a style throughout all these books.
yeah.
depending on the era that it's in, right? Now we
Yeah.
got the Revan cover, how it's got, like I said, that purple, that
Definitely.
pink, dark. Okay, now this one's got that blue, little hazy purple.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add that in there quick.
The Fatal Alliance one is like that as well, where it's got that like hazy color
Yep.
over it, but
Mhm.
that time it's like a greenish red. I think it's almost Christmas colors. I think
Yeah.
I think Liam pointed that out in a previous stream. That's what we've got next. So why don't we tackle Fatal Alliance? Who wants to begin with this one, or shall I?
Go ahead, Brendan.
All right. Well, I think I love Fatal Alliance. Fatal Alliance, everyone says it's the weakest Old Republic book. I think it's the strongest one. I
Really?
thought the story
All
was
right.
really cool. I like how it pulls together lots of different people. It pulls the Jedi, the Sith together. These Republic troopers. The Hutts are in there. There's criminals. You get to this planet with droids on it, and it's just really, really cool. And I really, really like it. That being said, apart from the book, I love the original cover so much. I've got the original cover somewhere
Yeah.
up here.
I got it right here.
Yeah, there it is. I think it looks awesome, the original cover, and I think it conveys the book. On the back, you even get the droids that are featured in the story. And although I like the Fatal Alliance cover, I don't think it conveys the emotions of the original cover. So keeping that in context, I would put it in okay. I still like it, but I think this one's stronger.
I completely agree with that, actually.
Yeah.
And I don't even like the story. So I think the original cover is just works perfectly for the story that it's trying to convey.
Well,
And I think this one is just kind of there, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's just kind of okay for me.
Okay. Stevie.
yeah, I was just looking at. I really agreed with what you said, but now I brought it up and I'm looking at it full picture now. And I mean, it's got the part, she finds her mom there throughout this story, and then they have that moment, right?
Yeah.
And this is what that's trying to convey to me. But the original cover, like you said, with I like the way he looks. I like how it's giving you a little bit of the droids, that red dark. Oh man,
It's tough.
it is tough. I'm gonna have to say the original is better. I do really enjoy this one. Honestly, I would put it in good still, though, just for the simple fact that I like I said, it's got that color scheme, it's got that vibe. All of them look good together. If you look at them as a whole, they look great.
Liam,
So,
what do you think?
oh man, I love the original cover so much. I think it's the best cover out of all the SWTOR novels. And I gotta say, I'd probably say the same thing with the Essential Legends collection. I think it's the best of the SWTOR ones in the Essential Legends collection. I think this one looks great. This is a very tough one. I've not personally read the story myself. I think they're both fantastic, but I think there's something about the orangey look of the original one that I just love so much more. So I gotta give it to the original, but I definitely put this in good for sure.
Okay. Sam.
I think it's all right. It would be an okay for me. I looked up the original cover and I think it's way better looking, in my opinion. It's just a bit darker, and I don't know. I like those like painting style covers that the books used to have. But this one isn't bad. I actually feel like it's the one that makes the most sense because the other ones are kind of like a mess, in my opinion. But this one isn't as messy. The outside elements aren't interfering with the characters. I don't really like the red and green on it though. It's not a color combo that I really like.
Too Christmassy.
Let's just keep that to Christmas. I love Christmas, my favorite holiday, but leave it to Christmas.
Well,
yeah,
I
but
love that. Leave it to Christmas.
yeah, man. But I think the characters look good, but also I think the older cover was just better. I think it's just okay. I wouldn't put it in good.
Brady, what do you think about this cover?
So I feel like I haven't read this book since I think I was 14 or 15. So
Wow.
that might be
Y'all are young, man.
well. I'm 25 now, so that's
Same.
a long time ago.
All right, all
I'm
right.
I'm the old man here in the room.
But
I'm gonna be
you're
40.
you're young at heart, Stevie. You're young at
Thank
heart.
you.
but I really like this one. I personally really like the green and red. It kind of reminds me of when Luke and Vader fight in Return of the Jedi. Even though it might
Yeah.
feel like a little
Yeah.
Christmassy. So therefore Return of the Jedi is a Christmas movie because of that. No. But I do like the ancient look of it. I don't remember the scene, so that might be why I'm, I guess, a bit nicer about it.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Touching.
It is, yeah.
But yeah,
So
I think it's good.
the overall consensus then would be good. I
I think it's a 3v3 actually.
it's 3 good, 3 okay.
Yeah. So,
We
Chat.
can
Do
put
a
it in.
coin flip.
what are you guys saying? Thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, coin flip. That's a good idea. Somebody flip a coin.
All right,
Well,
we'll wait here for a comment. But until then,
I can do a coin flip.
Coin flip. Let's do
Do
it.
it. Hit it.
What's it gonna be?
Tails.
Stevie called tails
good.
for good. Tails for the good.
All right. We'll throw it in good. We'll throw them a bone, you know?
It's heads.
It's heads.
It's heads.
Okay. Then okay.
So it's in okay for now, but only by a coin flip. So next we'll go to Darth Bane, I believe, is next chronologically because
Because you don't have Annihilation yet.
we don't have Annihilation yet. So next we've
Unfortunately.
got Path of Destruction up first. Stevie,
I don't
why you
actually know
start
which
us
one
off
it
with-
is. Is it
It's
this
the
one?
middle one. Middle one.
I love it. I'm just gonna say I love it. I think it should be above good. I love that dark, the eyes. I like how it's got the red and the black and the white. I just like it. It fits the book perfectly to me.
Yeah.
Because it is such a fantastic story. It's a masterpiece. It really is.
Absolutely. Liam, you were excited to talk about Bane. You've been reading them very recently. And
Oh, yes.
absolutely
Mhm.
almost
Oh.
every day sending me excited texts about how much you're enjoying it. So, what do you think of this cover?
Oh man, I first of all, I love this book. It is absolutely amazing. Oh man,
Yeah.
I love this cover
Based?
so much. And I think the only thing that's missing about it, I get the whole like art style that they're going for. It's kind of like sketchy a little bit. I wish they just made the whole thing red, but I will say though, I love that Bane looks so much more intimidating in this one. He looks so scary. I love that part about it so much. Yeah, I don't know if I like the sketchy art style of it. Like I said, if they just made the whole thing red, it would look so much more scarier. I don't know. It's not that bad, honestly. It still looks pretty good. So I'd say I'm probably okay with it. I'd put it in okay.
Okay,
Man, I love the
Brady,
book.
what are
All
your
right.
thoughts on this cover?
So I absolutely love the original cover. Because whenever I was a kid and I saw it, I was just like, I guess it was like, okay, I'm taking one small step into a larger world. I was like, oh, there's a Darth that's not Darth Vader or the other Darths from the movies. And I kind of wish that they had just used the original artist and then made the second book by that artist instead of switching them like they did in the original covers. But
Yeah, that's a good point.
I do like it. It reminds me a lot of the original cover. He's making the same expression, I can see that they took a lot of, I guess, some inspiration from the original one.
Yeah.
Whenever I looked up the cover, I forgot to type in the title of the book, and so the character profile of Darth Bane popped up, and it was the samurai armor. So I'm so glad that they did not put that on him on this cover. But I would say
Yeah.
I'd say it's. I guess I'd say it's good.
Sam.
Um, I like how it almost looks like a concept art.
Yeah.
I like it better than the original one, but I wish it was a bit darker. You know, there's too much white
I
on
agree.
it. I wish it was a bit
Mhm.
darker, you know.
Completely agree with that.
For sure.
Yeah. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good cover. It's the best one out of all the ones that we looked at so far. I think it's good. I think it could even be above good if we had a tier for that. But yeah.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, Pico, can you make a great tier? Because I think this cover belongs there.
Yeah.
At the same time, I have one issue with it, and that's an issue that's been stated by both Sam and Liam. I don't love all the white. I like some of the white, but I think
Yeah.
more of it should be red. I like the sketch aspects, and I think he looks scarier than he did on the original cover. I like how it's similar to the original cover. It's like paying homage to the original cover. At the same time, I wish it was slightly more finished. Maybe finish it to halfway across his face, and that would have looked really cool.
Yeah.
But I think it looks really great overall, and I think it's definitely belonging on the great tier.
Yes. I just want to add something real quick, if I may. I know you guys. I see your point with the white, but like if you think about it, right, it almost looks like okay, that's the because he wasn't bad right off the gate, right?
No.
It took him
Good
a bit to
point.
get
Oh
there.
yeah.
So there you got his good. Now he's starting to get a little evil. Now he's red. You see,
Yeah.
towards the end of the book, he kind of started. You understand what I'm trying to go with here?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Just a little point there.
Absolutely. That puts it more in perspective, and that's why the red is a smaller amount here, because he doesn't go full evil until towards the end, right? So like you said, he started out good. That's the pure white, and then the red seeps in. I like it a lot more when you put it in that context, in that frame of mind. Pico, what do you think about this cover?
I actually prefer all three to the original three. And I think that's an unpopular opinion, because I think, from what I've heard when I've discussed this before, is that people actually don't like these three. I think people think they're trying a little too hard. But I don't know. Something about these just, I think it just really works for the trilogy.
Yeah.
100% agree. I would put them all in great tier right now. I mean, there's really no discussion, in my opinion, because
In my
like
opinion, they're the only ones that are great. But I guess it's a little spoiler. But
no,
would anyone disagree if we immediately put Dynasty of Evil up into great? That's the one on the left.
yeah, I think that's honestly the best one of all
I
three.
do not disagree.
Of all these.
That's amazing.
I think it's good, but whatever majority thinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good also. I don't think it's as good as the Darth Bane one.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's great. Well, I already said that. I said all three of them should be in great tier. So that's.
I agree. I think two of them should be in great. I think Rule of Two is for good, because Bane looks weird if you look at it. His face almost looks like it's kind of melting over Zonda's shoulder. Now, that being said, it's a huge step up over the original Rule of Two cover.
Oh my goodness!
Which
Oh my
we
goodness.
laughed at
That's
for
not even
so
a close
long last
thing.
time we did it. Bane's arm is like double jointed and like it's so weird.
I don't know what he's doing with it. He's just like.
He's got a dancing pose too.
Are we
So
judging all three of them right now?
I think
This
so.
is Darth Bane. and
Are we
Rule of
okay
Two.
with these three? Like here.
I would switch Rule of Two and Dynasty of Evil around.
Like that?
Man,
That's
really?
where I
Rule
would
of Two
put
is
it.
my favorite out of all three of those for the cover. I love Darth Xana and the Essential Legends one. It looks so much better than the original.
True.
Something that I think would be interesting is if they did a episode of Star Wars Visions in this art style.
Oh yeah.
With
Completely agree.
like with the Dynasty of Evil one. I think that the Rule of Two. Oh, you did put it at a lower one. I think that one is lower than the first one and third one. So yeah.
Does anyone think that the second one is better than either the first or third? The second one is Rule of Two and is currently in good.
I think Darth
Or
Vader
wait.
looks kind of like
Do I have?
the villain in
You got it backwards, Brennan. Rule of Two isn't great. I didn't mean to cut you off, sir.
Oh no, you're good.
Rule of Two is in. From what I'm seeing here, it says Rule of Two's in good.
Yes.
I think. It's weird that they didn't do Rule of Two as the Dynasty of Evil cover now that I'm looking at it. Even though they don't fight, it makes more sense to have both of them on the cover.
Right.
Wait.
They are both on.
Okay. No wonder why I was confused, because this is very clearly the Rule of Two cover, but it's not.
I think we can leave them where they are. I'm fine with that.
I think we could throw them a bone because we're about to go really shit on them.
I'd be fine with that.
I'm sure.
So, would you put Rule of Two up in great as well? That sounds like the general consensus I'm hearing.
Ooh.
I wouldn't, but if
I wouldn't, I don't think I would. But
I think
compared
I would
to
just
these,
because,
but
yeah, like compared to the rest, they're pretty good.
All right, let's put them all up there.
All right, screw it. Let's do it.
Do we want to put them in order? So put Rule of Two in between the first and third? Yeah.
Might as well.
Like that? Yeah. After this, is it Darth Plagueis next, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to get my thoughts out of the way first.
Sure.
Real quick. Get the negative out of the way first, because I really don't like this one. I really love the original one. It's got Plagueis. It's got Palpatine kneeling. It's got Plagueis' head all menacing and scary. This one, like, Plagueis looks so weird behind him, and he's not. He's barely a part of the cover for the book that's named after him. It's mostly just Palpatine sitting in a chair. So I really don't like it. I would put it in oh no, personally. Stevie.
Really?
You like it better?
I love it, man. I think it's great.
Okay.
The original's good. Okay, don't get me wrong, folks. The original is good. This one just looks evil to me. I understand he's kneeling, but like you got Plagueis in the background, Palpatine's he's starting to do his thing. I love the color scheme. The red, the gold, the black, it looks very slick to me.
Okay.
I would probably put it in great.
Okay. Sam, where would you put it?
I think it's okay. I like the color scheme, but yeah, the thing that you said about like Plagueis being in the background, that's just kind of weird. I feel like in the other cover they're like equally on the cover.
Yeah.
And also I love that art style. I know I keep saying that, but I love the art style of like it being a painting almost. So yeah, I don't know. I think the old one is better. This one isn't bad. It's just meh. It's mid. It's all right. I don't really care for it, But yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah. So I really don't like it. Stevie really loves it. You're right in the middle. Brady, where are you at?
So I think it's okay. I really like the original cover. It was actually one of the first, what was it? One of the first EU books that I read whenever I was 14.
Good place to start.
It was the first complete full story because I read some of the unabridged or the abridged audiobooks, but this was the first like this is what got me into it, and I feel like it doesn't do it as much justice. I do think that there was a foreign cover that is so much better, and then the original cover is so much better. So I'd put it in the all. Well, we don't have an all right section, so like okay, it's not offensive like some of the covers are, but yeah.
Okay. So two kind of down the middle of the roads. Liam, where are you at with this one?
So the whole color scheme of it being gold and black, it just screams this is a Star Wars Legends book. So I kind of like that because this is the Essential Legends collection. So, I mean that's kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, Plagueis. I'm looking at this here on my phone. He looks a little weird. I mean it's not bad. I'm not sure why there's those two planets in the background. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I wish Plagueis was on there a lot more than Palpatine, or like I wish he was a little bit bigger in this sort of sense. I do like the original cover better, but I think this one is just okay. I don't think it's bad.
Okay. Pico.
I'm fully on the Uncanny Valley train because I don't know what it is, but something about this just seems off. I think it's because Palpatine is the one that's front and center and not Plagueis. Because in the original, Plagueis is kind of the one that's there, and then Palpatine is getting directions from him. I don't know. I really like the color scheme, so it keeps it from the oh no for me, but I don't know. Something's off.
Okay.
So
You know
middle
what,
of the
Pico?
road.
I'm actually going to change my thing from okay to Uncanny Valley as well. I agree with you, actually. I changed my mind on that.
I would put it there as well.
Okay. Wow. So it's rapidly falling apart.
All right.
You make good points.
Man. And
I got.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I gotta jet out of here. Dinner's here now for me, you know, and
Ooh.
I just
What
want to
you
say,
eating?
I think they went and got subs
Ooh.
from somewhere.
good.
It's been a long day for me, everyone. You know, I've been up for
Yeah.
quite a while, and I really
Absolutely.
wanted to be a part of this. Thank you, Brendan, so much. I just want to say a few things.
Absolutely.
It was great meeting some of you guys. I hope I can be a part of this again because I can't wait to
Of
watch
course.
the rest of this.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
I enjoy hearing your guys' thoughts. I mean, it's really great. And even if you don't like the, I want to say that I'm a big fan of all these in a sense, just because it's getting more people into Star Wars, like we were talking about earlier. They're on the shelves. People are seeing them. They're like, "Ooh, what's this?" Some of them jump out. They're flashy. Okay. They look
100%
great.
agree with that.
They look great on the shelf back there, do they not? I mean, you could see them right there. It looks beautiful, all lined up. The 000 one, that one is probably you can put that down in the off for me. Okay, I have not read that book, but it just I like the whole theme of what they're doing, but that one just is just like I looked at
Yeah.
it. I'm like, I can't tell what this book is about with that. Is there some guys going on a business trip or what? But really, honestly, you know, it's just great to talk. Even the X-Wing series, I really like them, how they're just colorful. And I'm just throwing a few things out.
I like them as well.
I actually
I
do
really
too.
like the X-Wing ones too.
Shadowhunter is great. Just seen the comment there. Orbate, very good. Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks for letting me come on and be a part of this, and it's a pleasure talking with all you guys. And I look forward to. I'm glad I didn't realize some of you had YouTube channels, so it's excellent. And Brendan, congratulations again on 500. You're doing
sir.
such a great job for the
Thank you.
community. We love you. Your inputs and thoughts are just amazing, and you put work in. You're going to the top, my friend. You truly are. But the rest of you have a good night. Have fun talking. I can't wait to see this, and hopefully we can do a stream again together.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I appreciate
Sounds
it,
good.
Stevie.
Have a good night,
Thanks so
Stevie.
much for joining us.
Yep. You guys all have a good one. Talk to you later.
Enjoy your
Bye-bye.
subs.
Yeah. Thanks.
Enjoy your subs.
Thank you. Later, guys.
Bye.
And you're
Bye.
always welcome back. Always. All the time.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. So I think I am lagging very badly right now. Or my
No, you're
Wi-Fi is
fine.
doing
You seem
something
alright
really
to
weird.
me.
seem
I
good.
haven't
Yeah,
experienced-
you've
Yeah,
been
you're
fine with
literally
us.
fine, man.
I don't see any lag. I think that's just
Okay,
you.
because I
Oh,
can't see
now it is.
anyone moving.
You-
Just
Really?
myself.
That's weird.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Can you
Here, I'll
not
try
see me?
moving around a bit. I'll do the Darth
I
Bane
can't
dance.
see anyone moving. The Darth Bane dance.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't really know how to
I can
replicate
see
that.
Liam moving.
I don't have double
I
jointed
can't see
off.
Sam moving.
Jade Light says you sound fine.
It's a little
so
laggy on my end. Okay. Good to
Yeah, you
know.
look
I get
fine on
all
stream.
anxious about that.
I think you're throwing yourself off.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys for. Yeah, I'm throwing myself off. Absolutely. All right, so let's get it back rolling. We'll move on to Shadow Hunter.
Yeah,
I believe
Shadow.
is next. Or is it
Ooh.
Outbound Flight? I think it's
Shadow-
Shadow Hunter.
Shadow
And
Hunter.
I think. Yeah. I think Shadow Hunter is great. I think it's really good.
I agree.
What do you think, Brady?
Let me pull it up real quick. All right. Oh, I think it's great. I like it because it's an improvement of the original cover, which was just screenshots from the movie. Even though I have a bit of nostalgia for that because I remember seeing it, I think on the bookshelf or something, and I was just intrigued by more stories about Darth Maul. And I think it's a bit better than the Legends trade paperback one. I kind of like the, I guess I mean, it sells the book for what it is. It's a Darth Maul book. So I think I would say it's great.
Yeah, me too. Sam, what do you think about this one?
I actually love it. It's probably my favorite one so far. It has like that grimy Linkin Park music video early 2000s look. You know what I'm saying? I actually
That's actually
really
the
like
perfect
it.
way to describe it, honestly.
Yeah, no, I really like this one. I think it's better than the original one, and I don't know, man. It's just it looks like it came out in the early 2000s or like whenever the book was released. So,
Yeah, it does.
this is really good. It's definitely a great.
Yeah, I think so too. Liam, what do you think of this one?
So I agree with Brady for the most part. I think it's definitely an improvement on the Legends trade paperback for sure, where it's just Darth Maul kind of looking like he's, I don't know, just drunk walking home or something. That's what Darth Maul's eyes tell me in the Legends trade paperback. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I might be a bit crazy. That's how I see it. But there's something about the original like expanded universe cover that it reminds me of like seeing a Star Wars movie poster. I know a lot of the prequel books did that type of thing, and there's just something about that I really like, and so I like the original a little bit better, but I certainly think this one is definitely great. It's fantastic, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Or great, I should
Pretty
say.
good.
Sorry.
This is the Darth Maul drunk
Yes.
Yep.
eyes.
He's just like, what's
Darth
going on?
Maul.
He's like,
Like when you get
what's going
pulled.
on?
It's like if you get pulled over at 1 a.m.
He looks constipated, low key. Like, look at him. Look at his face, man. He looks like he really needs to go right now. It's like,
Yeah, he does.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. Pico, what do you think about this cover? A step up over drunk constipated Maul?
I honestly think the only thing going against this is that it uses the TCW Maul face, but like that's basically it because I honestly think the original one is kind of terrible, but I think this one's great. It's like the only one that's significantly better than the original,
This
except
was
like
one-
Rule of Two, because Rule of Two sucks originally.
Absolutely.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone have any final thoughts on this cover?
So
It's
to
cool.
add,
It's
I don't
cool. It's
remember
cool.
who said that he looks a bit like the TCW mall,
That was
but
me.
all right.
Thank you.
I think that they did that because Sam Whitworth
Yes.
does the voice of him.
And he does a great job, by the way. I
Oh,
actually
yeah,
recently
he
listened
does
to the
a
audiobook of this.
fantastic
Audiobook.
job.
It's fantastic.
I
I'll
love
have to
Yeah.
give that a listen.
Sam Witwer is the perfect Star Killer and the perfect
Mhm.
Darth Maul. He embodies
Agreed.
the roles.
Yes.
True,
Oh, he was
true.
good as the Emperor too.
Good
Oh,
point. Yeah, I knew he was someone else. He voiced the Emperor in TCW as well, and did a good
Oh.
job.
I did.
And
I didn't know that.
And the Force.
Yeah, he does. He does a great
And-
job as the Emperor, actually.
Hmm.
And I think that he's very strong proponent for continuing the expanded universe, continuing Legends. He said how he'd like to go back and do Force Unleashed 3. He said how he'd like to go back and explore more stories there. So he's a fantastic guy.
We need
So
to recruit.
I'm not recruit him. Yeah,
I'm subscribed to
I'm
him
not-
on Twitch.
nice, nice. I'm not mad that they used the TCW face. If that got more people in to listen to Sam Witwer, be Darth Maul in this book, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, I really like the just the landscape of. I'm assuming this is Coruscant.
Yeah.
And how it's kind of the rundown part of.
Yeah.
And that was something that I really liked from Attack of the Clones. Whenever Count Dooku goes there, and it's like, oh, there's a dark part of the planet, and I kind of wish we could see more of that. But I know there's a little bit of it, but we don't. But yeah, I really like that it represents that as well.
Absolutely, the underworld there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to Outbound Flight. This is the one where Marcel, my friend Marcel, the Revanchist, he pointed out about this cover. Thrawn's brother Thras on this cover looks like Buzz from Home Alone.
Yes,
No.
100%. 100%.
He's standing in the bottom left, and once you see it, you can't unsee
Yeah.
it.
No,
Look it up yourself. 100%
I
it looks
see
like it.
So that's kind of going against it for me. I do like the colors. But I don't think it fits the tone of the book. I much prefer the original cover, which looked like this. It's all blue and going into the blackness of space. So it represents the exploration of it. Although the back cover looks terrible with these Thrawn eyes. But overall, I do like the Outbound Flight Essential Legends, but it could be improved, and there's some wacky stuff about it. I'd put it in Uncanny Valley. It could be okay with some tweaks. Sam, what do you think?
Too colorful.
Too colorful.
Too colorful. Like I don't know what's going on over here. It just I don't know. Too cyberpunky, neon.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's wearing. I don't know if that's from the book or not, but that outfit is just not it. I think the original one is just better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't fit with Thrawn, in my opinion, for it
yeah.
to be that colorful, because he's a very cold and calculated guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah, I think it's just a oh no or a please stop. To be honest, yeah, it's just I don't like this one at all.
Brady, what do you think about it?
So I'll say this, and I feel like I speak for a lot of EU fans about this, but I kind of wish that instead of making new covers, they just gave us covers of the Japanese covers.
Based.
And so I looked up the Outbound Flight cover, and I see all the different covers, and I saw that one, and I was just like, okay, I can't compare them to that, because then all of these would just be terrible. But, I feel I feel like a lot of the prequel and before Legends collections, essential ones like these, they try to capitalize on the High Republic, and they give them the gold clothing, they give them the golder color, and it's like, oh yes, Legends. It's kind of like this other series we have of stuff, and yeah, just the High Republic.
High Republic tried to copy like the Legends look and feel.
Yeah,
with its marketing. Yeah,
and I don't know. I think this is uncanny. I mean, you said he looks like the guy from Home Alone, and now I'm freaking out. And so they have pupils, and I'm like,
yeah, Thrawn doesn't have pupils in the EU,
and they're just doing that because people go, oh, they have pupils in the show, but
yeah, in the new canon, the Chiss have pupils. Liam, what do you think about this cover?
So this is like a Mega EX Pokemon card. That's what it looks like. That's what this is telling me. With the explosion of colors and everything, this is Thrawn as a Mega EX Pokemon. And I could probably say the same thing for Survivor's Quest too. I agree with a lot of all your points of all you guys on a lot of the stuff. For me, this could really go either way for Uncanny Valley or So it's just it's something else. It's on a different level of anything else that we've seen so far, for sure.
Yeah. Also, that chin.
Chin. I
don't know what's up with the chins, but
oh boy.
What's with these covers and having these covers all have terrible chins?
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah. Jade Light is watching. Pico said maybe we can invite Jade Light on to bring it back to 6 people. I'll try to invite that, but my Discord's not working for now, so I'll try to figure that out later on the fly. So who hasn't commented on this one yet? Pico?
I hate this one. I honestly think it's basically the second worst compared to, like, only second to Survivor's Quest. I think the random lines that are in it, I don't know how to describe it, because if you don't see it, you don't understand it. There's just random lines separating things. I just hate it. Light lines? Does anyone know how to describe this?
It's like a vomit of rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like J.J. Abrams directed it.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. So where would
I
you like
think
to
this is
put
a
it?
please stop. I think
Yeah, I agree.
please stop or ah.
Okay, so
I agree.
if
Just put it please.
It just keeps going
I
down.
really want to put it here, like second to Survivor's Quest, because Survivor's Quest is clearly the worst.
should we
but-
should we cover Survivor's Quest right now? It takes place way later, but you put it in before we even started. You hate it so much.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, partly because they made Mara Jade's clothing Ray's clothing.
Yes.
Yep. There's that.
I saw Sam like gasp in horror at the thought of
Ray.
that. And
Man,
Luke,
I hate Ray. I
hate Ray more than Lenore Brock, and that's saying something.
And Luke on the Survivor's Quest cover looks like he's just had the car accident that Mark Hamill had.
Yep.
No.
His whole-
I
his whole
mentioned that
chin-
last time we talked about these.
Yeah,
It's I don't know how to describe it otherwise than that.
yeah,
At
and
least-
he looks like Sebastian Stan, right there.
he does. He does.
Doesn't he?
I
Like
think
it literally looks like him. It doesn't look like Mark
Facts.
Hamill at all.
it looks just really weird. And Mara Jade in the Ray robes, Mark Hamill looking like Sebastian Stan or a car wrecked Mark Hamill. That's kind of sad to say, but that's how he looks. It's really weird. And the color vomit again.
Yeah,
I think we can all safely say
It's
it
just-
belongs in
everywhere. Too much.
Mara Ray over
At
there.
least
Mara
Mara's
Ray.
different.
Mar.
Mare.
Hooray!
At least Mara looks different enough
Mare Jade.
from
Yeah.
like a lot of her
Mara
other just like illustrations.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think
Do you-
it could be like if it was tweaked, it could be good if Mara Jade didn't look like Ray and if Luke looked like himself. And also if it didn't look like some bad Photoshop from the 90s, it could be good, but
it
Yeah.
definitely feels like a 90s book, even though this came out in the 2000s.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I love the 90s covers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks like a bad or like a. It looks like somebody put a filter over one of the covers because it's like
Yeah.
very oversaturated and like
Yeah.
it has like super white parts in the middle. I don't know. It's just not good.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're all happy to let Survivor's Quest stay at
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in
Slightly better than Survivor's Quest. I think Outbound Flight is, but Survivor's Quest is just the worst thing ever. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Next up, we have. Well, before we get to the next one, we have a new guest filling in for Stevie, Jade Light. Check him out on YouTube.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hello.
Good.
How about
Good.
you?
Pretty good. I actually wanted to go to bed now, but I was like, oh no, you invited me on, and I'm working remote tomorrow anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Sleep is for the weak.
Exactly.
Overrated.
That's true, definitely.
So we'll be getting your thoughts on some of these covers here. I think next we have Shatterpoint, but before we start kind of talking about that, I just noticed that Shatterpoint, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, and Kenobi all are like the same style. They're
Yes.
all like, could you put them all together, Pico? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a
Let me smooth
trilogy.
them all.
It's like a trilogy where they like just took screenshots from the movie.
It's
and
just
then
the
put
character.
Photoshop on it. Yeah.
Especially
It's
if
very
you look
strange.
if you look at Mace Windu, this just looks like his page, like his picture from Wikipedia or something, and thrown together with some fancy stuff, and it's a new cover. I mean, yeah.
So what you're saying is Disney took a screenshot off of Wikipedia, downloaded an editing app, put a filter on it, and slapped it on a book cover and called it a day.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Much.
I'm not one for slander. Obviously, Disney is a wonderful company, I'm sure, but yeah, looks a bit.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
That's a little.
Anyways.
I feel like they took the picture from his profile, put it in an
Yes.
AI, and typed in the title of the book, and that's why there's all the shattered glass around.
I mean, AI,
Yeah.
yeah. AI was definitely in some of those, like
That
some of
That-
it.
that being
What's a good
said,
point?
with Shatterpoint, I find the colors aesthetically pleasing, so I'd only put it in please stop. I don't think it's full
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just a nothing cover. Like,
What do you-
I have to
I don't know.
disagree.
Yeah.
Where would you put it, Sam?
I think it looks like promotional art from the early 2000s that we printed on into like a Pepsi machine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
looks like really bad Photoshop from the early 2000s. I think it's just
The
I
original-
don't like
Really?
it at all. I
Full
feel the
eye.
same way about the Yoda one. It's not creative. It doesn't look that bad, but it's not creative at all. And
Mm.
I don't know. It looks like something that would be on a Pepsi vending machine.
Yeah.
That's just me
Uh,
though.
Brady, what do you think? Do you think Shatterpoint's only a please stop, an or do you think it's higher?
I think it's definitely a low one. I think that the original cover is so much better, but also it did take little pieces from the Japanese cover. But the thing that I don't like about this is it doesn't mention the prologue by George Lucas,
Right.
which was a big selling point for the original book, because George Lucas
Wrote
attributed
the book.
to part of the book, and he even gave some pointers because he had a good relationship with Matthew Stover,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's not represented.
Great, by the way.
I picked up the audiobook whenever it came out. I'm still going through it. It's for me, it's just kind of hard to follow, I think, but I'll have to give it another go through. But
Matt Wilkins stopped by.
Matt's in the chat.
hello,
Matt
Agree.
Wilkins has been
Agree.
dropping truth bombs,
I
especially
agree.
the Dawn of the Jedi thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
All of them.
This is
Wait, for your dramatic premise.
I mean,
What did I
Oh,
say?
gosh.
What did I say about the Dawn of the Jedi one?
what more needs to be said than
Oh,
these
Jedi is
than these
awful.
comments.
yeah, the Nagano covers are like I have them all downloaded on my mobile phone just to look at them because they are.
They're
truly
so
art.
good. They're so
Yeah,
they're
they are
just
true
so
art.
good.
Liam, what do you think of Shatterpoint?
So I think that for Shatterpoint, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, and Kenobi, for like the whole trilogy that we got going on here of the art style, I think all the original covers are so much better, and they're some of my favorite covers in Star Wars. But these ones, they're just like, yeah, like you guys said, they're just Photoshop. Like, just put them all and please stop. For at least for me, that's my opinion. They're just no. Yeah. There's not much more I really need to say. Just please stop.
Does anyone think that these go higher than Please Stop?
I actually think they're oh no, and it's
Okay.
solely because they're actual like pictures that just have a filter on it, and it's like
The only one that I
Okay.
could see is Oh No is Obi-Wan's one, because at least they made it like a watercolor filter, so it
That's
looks
fair,
like
that's
it's
fair.
painted.
I think Greyholm posted
Point out, actually.
the actual picture. It was used
Yeah,
last time we talked about this, right?
yeah, he did. That they just took right from the movie, a frame from the movie, put a filter on it, and put it on the book cover. Are
That's
these Please
not
Stops?
I think there are, but that's just me. I think you guys are a little bit more okay with them.
Okay, so
Put
we've got
Kenobi
an
in Oh No.
I'm okay. I'm okay with putting in
Please
please
stop.
stop, but if we're
Liam and Sam both think they're Oz. Pico thinks they're Oh No's. I think they're Please Stops. Jade and Brady, where do you think they go?
Please stops.
put Kenobi higher, because they at least tried a little bit, and I'm just glad that it is not a screenshot from the new show.
that's fair. That's
and
Yeah.
because
a very low bar, but that's fair.
yes, because I feel like these
Could you
could
imagine?
have been worse.
They could have been worse, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, a screenshot from the Kenobi show. Jade Light, how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I don't think they're quite are. I mean, I've seen you guys talk about Outbound Flight Survivor's Quest. I mean, like they are a different level. Like Luke looks like he's done with life. Thrawn looks like a badly edited Gigatchat meme, and Mara Jade looks like a crazy witch from the woods. Like that's not normal. And I refuse to believe an actual human being made these covers. Like the
Mara Ray.
Mara.
Mara Ray.
Yeah,
Do you-
yeah.
now here's the question: would Mare Jade Skywalker take the name Skywalker, or would she accept that she's a Palpatine?
Palpatine. Mara Ray Palpatine.
I don't even want to think about that one.
Mara J.
Mare
Yeah.
Jade Palpatine?
Yeah, I think, like when I see the Mace Windu cover, it's like obviously just his picture from Wikipedia. Yoda is obviously from Revenge of the Sith. Like someone just, put up Revenge of the Sith on D+, made a screenshot and put it through a filter. And Kenobi, yeah, I think how it's placed now is fair. Like with Kenobi, I guess they had some idea. Like I'm not sure what it is, but it had some idea. The other ones are too lazy, but at least they look like the characters. So yeah.
Yeah. Now we move on to Republic Commando, which
Oh,
I
boy.
really don't like these covers. I would put
no.
the next one. The first one is someone help me out. It's
Contact.
hard contact. Yeah,
I
hard
don't even
contact.
remember a scene in that book that portrays that.
No,
Yeah.
no scene in hard contact portrays that. Hard contact for me goes in please stop, but 000 is new levels of bad. There's a first order stormtrooper in the doorway.
Yeah.
The clones' faces look wrong. There's a woman on that cover with scoliosis whose back is like warped. The shadows are all wrong. And I'd like to point out AI art, all you plug in is 000 and you get the 3 zeros that are hovering in the
Yeah,
sky
the bubbles.
that have nothing to do with the book. That is the biggest there is. In fact, that is lower than That is
Oh man,
that is
Can we create one for
horrible.
that?
make it
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Just 000, just 3 zeros,
Just call it 000. Just call it 000.
000, just 3 zeros there.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I mean, good.
We'll make it gray.
Does anyone object to 000 going there?
Nope.
Oh no.
I think
No.
Survivor's Quest is
Never
technically
hope it
worse. It's just 000 is just way more offensive.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
000
and is
doesn't
that-
even 000 doesn't even try to hide that it's AI generated, because you're right, like the first order stormtrooper, that's a dead giveaway, because it's obviously like someone wrote in an AI prompt just stormtrooper, and it just came up with the first thing I guess they found, and perhaps it was like the first order stormtrooper, because like no human being would make, like, I refuse to believe a human being would make that mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like it was someone
I
that
mean-
didn't even know what the book was about, because it, like, if they typed in stormtrooper, it should be clone trooper, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it should be a Republic Commando
No,
or a
it's-
clone trooper.
a Star
yeah,
Wars guy in a funny white armor, like that's a stormtrooper. Move on.
I think that, and it doesn't even look like Coruscant. Like they're in like a nightclub or something. Like that doesn't
Yeah.
look
It
like
looks like
Coruscant.
Nar Shaddaa, man, from the.
It does.
It does look like
It looks like Nar Shaddaa and so
That's
forth.
what it is.
Yeah.
it looks
You're
like
right.
Batman from Batman Beyond would fall down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, don't even disrespect Batman Beyond like that. That's such a great show.
The bubbles, though, looks like they just had like a bubble gun or something. Like what?
What are they even like? That's not a part of the story. What function does it have on the cover? Like, what are those?
It's 3 zeros. That's it.
like,
It's exactly what you think it is.
It's like 0, but 3 of them.
yeah, exactly. Is everyone feeling a little better about hard contact?
No.
It's better than 000. Can we just put it in like
Oh no.
oh no?
Yeah.
I'd put it in oh no or please stop probably. Yeah, somewhere
I
around
feel
there.
like it could work, and they just do a few tweaks.
Okay.
But that's just me.
I
The
think
tweaks-
that's fair.
The tweaks I wish they'd make is that it's actually a scene from the book.
Yeah.
The tweaks is that it's actually something completely different, but
Well,
ignoring that.
I like the cover. I like the cover, but it like doesn't depict the book really, like a scene from the book.
Mm,
So like just like change it a little, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of screams AI generated for me, and yeah. I just-
Legit, this is actually a better cover for Outbound Flight.
Honestly. Switch out the gunship.
I wonder,
Yeah, absolutely. Switch out the gunship, yeah. And then you've got Outbound Flight.
Does it
Oh
match?
no, we got Death Troopers coming up next. Oh man, I have something to say about this one.
Jade, before we move on, what did you think of this hard contact?
I mean, I guess you could like tweak it a bit and fix it, but it's like the positioning of the clones is just weird. Like the one is in the back is standing upright, but then the two guys in the like in the middle are sort of to the side, and I don't. It's weird. Like this could be from any. Like this could also be in theory a Medstar thing, because they're in the woods. It's like
Yeah.
clones, I guess. It says nothing. So
You
Yeah,
know
the
what?
ori-
I'm gonna change to oh no because of that.
Yeah, the original ones, like, they work fine for what they are. Like, they look good. I don't know. Yeah, this one just looks off.
So we're feeling oh no then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
I do want to say that the clone
think so,
trooper in
yeah.
the middle looks like he's taking a whiz.
Maybe he is, man.
He's
Let him
taking a
be.
whiz.
Look, clone troopers have got a P2, you know.
They do, but like the
Yeah.
more I look at this, the worse it gets. I need to turn it off.
Oh man. So now we have Death Troopers. Liam said he has something to say about this one. What do you think?
So they kind of did like an oil pastel type kind of art style for this. And it seems like the artist must have run out of the brown color because it looks like they just pooped all over the canvas. Like, seriously. This story is absolutely amazing. I love Death Troopers so much.
Me as well.
It's
Yeah.
so much better than Red Harvest, in my opinion. And, oh man, they really quite literally crapped all over the story with that cover. Like, what is that? It's just like, I don't get what they were going for, I guess.
The original cover is way better.
Oh, yeah, for
Mhm,
sure. It's 1,000% times or words are hard. 1,000 times better, so I'm trying to spit out. Oh, man.
I'm gonna offer a different point of view here. I kind of like it just a little. I don't know why,
What?
but I kind of like it a little. I'd put
I
it as
actually
high-
agree with that.
I'd
I
put
think
it
it's-
as
I think
high
it's
as
un-
okay.
I think it's Unkind of Valley. Like, I think it's almost there. With just a few tweaks, it could actually be really good.
I think it's okay. Liam thinks it's. Do you
I'm
think
gonna have to
it's
disagree with you guys.
Liam? Do you think it's 000 tier?
I think it's getting there. I think it's probably but I don't know. Well,
Sam.
maybe it could be 000 tier. I don't know. It's just I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd put it in 000 probably though, just because I really don't like the yeah. It's something else.
Sam, what are your thoughts here?
I think it's okay. It just looks like something that you would find if you searched up like Death Troopers fan art or something. You know, it just doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it looks like something that you would find on Instagram, like somebody posting their fan art of it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Stormtrooper didn't make it to the bathroom in time.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I also don't see. I don't really see a need to change the cover. Really, I think the cover for this book is kind of perfect.
The original one with like the hooks through the helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also like I don't know why. Like, do their eyes glow like that? Are they supposed to be glowing like that?
I don't think so. I don't think they
Yeah.
were glowing in the
Yeah.
book.
I guess
don't
Sith
remember them being
magic,
glowing.
but that's stupid because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, just why are they glowing? Also, I think it's
I think
It's
it's
just
super
meh.
distracted from the poop stormtrooper. They wanted to add something for the background.
So Sam, would you put it
Yeah.
like oh no or uncanny?
I'd put it like please stop.
Like,
Okay.
Alright.
without
Yeah.
the yellow of the eyes, it doesn't really pop that much.
Yeah.
Jade Light, what do you think of this cover?
I think I might go with perhaps with an oh no. I mean, if I look in the tier
no.
in the tier under that and I see Dawn of the Jedi, I'm like, it's not quite that one. Like, I have nothing to say about the story. I haven't read it yet, but the original cover, like, there's much more charm to it. Like, it's a bit more. I mean, I guess I have heard it's a zombie Star Wars story, so
It's
I think
fun.
the
You'll
original.
love it.
Yeah, I think the
It
original.
is fun. It is fun.
No, but the original cover
Very
it
gory.
works really well. As what it is, like the one stormtrooper in the center, I guess he looks fine. All of them behind him, they look too cartoonish. I don't know, the one in the middle, he looks realistic. Like someone tried to make it look like an actual stormtrooper.
Yeah.
They in the back they just look.
Is it AI art, like two AI arts, and they pasted it together so the style doesn't match?
Ooh.
I don't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe I don't think so. Like with this one, it doesn't fit, but I wouldn't say it's like AI. Yeah, I would probably say like oh no,
Brady, what do you think?
So I would put it in the uncanny valley where it would be okay with a few tweaks. I think if they took away that front and center stormtrooper,
Yeah.
the stormtroopers in the back, I think that it would look good for a comic book panel of somebody like going down the corridor and turning the corner, and then they have this deer in headlights type of look as they're approaching. And so I feel like it could approve in some ways. I can't compare it to the original one because I think that is one of the best covers. It's subtle, and I mean, it makes sense that they made the dust jacket a poster of the cover. I don't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, I think it just needs some work. So the uncanny valley.
Yeah, I mean,
least-
just look at this. It's
Yeah.
absolutely lovely.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah, you got the
also, I
blood
just
dripping
realized-
down the mask.
Yeah,
Who has the severed
Yeah.
head in there?
I just realized that like the scratches on the armor, they're like so badly placed,
Yes,
and they're like going out of the armor.
like it's
So-
off the page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It looks like bad Photoshop. I know I keep saying that, but that's exactly what it looks like. Looks like somebody just looked up bloody scratches PNG and pasted it on there.
I think
Yeah,
everyone's starting to convince me it doesn't belong in OK. I'm definitely
Yeah.
starting to think.
It
I'm
doesn't-
starting to think. Oh no, now.
Yeah, I'm moving from Uncanny Valley to Oh No.
I wish that they had put someone made a fan film trailer. They had a contest for this, and if they just put a screenshot from that, and I'm looking at like a bloody looking stormtrooper, if they just did that, I think it would be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't accidentally put a Death Trooper from Rogue One on there.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I'm fine with Oh
Talking
No,
about it.
honestly, at this point.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no
I
seems good
guess
to
so.
everyone. Yeah. I know Sam thinks it should go. Please stop. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how many please stops do we have?
Just me, I think.
Okay, all right.
I
So
put
we'll,
uncanny, but
we'll settle on oh no then. Is that good with everyone?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've got a pretty decent looking tier list so far.
Okay.
But
I think
now
all of
we've got-
Rogue Squadron we can rank as one, right? Because it's
Yeah.
basically the same thing.
I think
Yeah.
it was good, to be honest.
I really like the symbols and like how subtle and laid back it is. Is it better than the original?
No.
This is a really
No.
hot take for
No.
me. No, this is a.
Oh,
I think
no.
the original
Oh.
covers are way too chaotic.
okay.
I like the
okay.
simplicity, and the how they're like doing minimalism. Minimalism's trendy on designs now. I really don't like it usually, but I think it's done right here. Just a simple symbol with the helmet or the character, and then the iconography of ships on it. I think it looks really great. I would put it all four in good.
Okay.
I can see what you're saying. I still think the originals are better, but I definitely see what you're saying for sure, though.
So where would you put them?
It
Liam?
does look good. Yeah, I definitely put them in good. I think the Bacta War. I think that's what it's called, right? So
Yeah, the fourth one. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the best one out of them. But I'd still definitely put them all in good.
Yeah. Brady, what do you think about these four?
so these are ones that I would actually buy as posters. I feel like the original ones were for that time, and they really tried to sell you on we're in the middle of the battle.
Yeah.
Where now we're in more of a minimalist environment with buying books and different things. And I like that it has the different characters with the logos. My favorite one is the Kratos Trap one.
Is that the one with Yasan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually reading Wedge's Gamble.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really like her character. And I've also read I just read the Agent of the Empire, where it has her father in it, and just
Yeah.
the connections, especially with her with Baron Fell, and
Mm.
I really like that one the most.
Yeah. So would you put these good as well?
I would put them in great.
Okay.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that's some high
Uh,
praise.
Sam, what are you thinking?
I think they're okay. I like the old ones.
Yeah.
These ones aren't bad though. I don't like the Wedges Gamble one because I feel like I don't know. The helmet looks too small for him. It looks like it's like squishing his face like this. But yeah, other than that, I think it's all right. I actually like the Krytos trap one, and the back to war is cool too. But yeah, these more they look more like posters.
Mm.
I think I would put all of these in okay, except the Wedges Gamble. I think that has to go on Uncanny Valley. Could be okay with some tweaks.
Mm.
The chin is just like I think the chin that was supposed to be there went to the other two characters. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think they're okay for the most
Gotcha.
part.
All right, Jade, what do you think?
I mean, I would be fine with ranking all of them in the same one. I am sort of torn between okay and Uncanny Valley. I don't really like them. My big problem with them is, first of all, they're too minimalistic for my taste. Just like you could have done it probably for another book, but not really for this one. And
Okay.
you really see it, like the covers are pretty replaceable. I mean, let's say you have Isard and Krytos Trap. Like this cover could be the cover for all 4 Rogue Squadron books, and you wouldn't notice a difference. That's what was actually a bit smarter about the original covers. I think that you had an actual battle from the book that you could recognize. Like if you've read the book, you're like, okay, this is this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Uncanny for me. That's too little for me. Just, I mean, they look fine for what they are, but they don't fit the book really well, I would say.
Okay, so we've got a great, 2 goods, an okay with 1 in Uncanny, an Uncanny, and Pico. What would you say?
I think they are a solid okay. I think they're very minimalistic, but I really don't think they go ahead of that because
Okay.
I don't know. There's really nothing to them. They're very. I think they were made to be inoffensive, but just the originals were just kind of better because they actually depicted something from the books itself. Whereas you have a Rogue Squadron, which is just a helmet and some starfighters depicted as stars, and then Wedges Gamble, which is a helmet and a TIE fighter in the eye thing.
Fab A is talking about a Jedi Prince book, and Matt Wilkins said, Dawn of the Jedi is exactly what you'd have if Jar Jar drew a cover to a book.
That's giving a lot of...
good at it. Yeah.
Jar Jar doesn't deserve this. I think Jar Jar would have done something better.
Jar Jar is my hero, okay? So
Yep.
let's not hear the slander.
No disrespect here.
All right, so to compromise, I think like the mean or the middle range would be okay.
Yeah.
Is that where we're thinking?
All right.
Yeah,
I'd be fine
I
with
think
that.
Yeah, okay,
it
it's
would be
fine.
all right.
What's the
I feel
difference?
like-
Yeah.
There's nothing inherently wrong with them, I don't think. It's just
Yeah.
not as good as they could be.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like hearing your guys' opinions, I think it's more good than great, but
Mm-hmm.
I do really like the Kratos Trap cover.
I
This
think
one?
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
great.
I think it is the best one.
Mhm. For
I,
sure.
I think the red eye on
I think
Isard is
the purple on the TIE fighter pilot looks really good too, I believe. I think so, at least.
Yeah.
Goes well. I think they'd look really nice as posters up on a wall, like
Yeah.
some of you had said. Maybe they're not so great as book covers, so I think we've got pretty good placement. But we're left with the Thrawn trilogy, the esteemed
Ooh.
Thrawn trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
the golden child of the expanded universe. It kept
Where it all
Star Wars
began.
love going. Would we even have Star Wars today without the Thrawn trilogy? The original cover art's pretty great. We did a series of videos. Me and Liam were the only two people from here, I think, on these videos. But we were looking at foreign art for the Thrawn trilogy. And Sam's actually from Brazil. And
Yes, sir.
the Brazilian copies look amazing.
They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah, it looks so
Yeah.
good. So, just a sec.
I actually have to get going in a few minutes.
Okay,
It'd be okay
So-
if I went first.
absolutely, yes, sir.
Yes.
So I feel like they could be great. So like I would say the uncanny. If they changed Thrawn's eyes, if they put Sabaoth as the stormtrooper, and honestly, like with the Last Command one, I would probably put that one at okay. And I do that because I think this is the first like cover representation of Luke.
Yeah,
And I'm assuming that that's Luke.
it's supposed to be Luke. Yeah, the clone of Luke Skywalker on there.
And so that's kind of where I would put them. They're not as good as, like the X-Wing ones, but I think that if the person paid attention to what they were about, that they could be better or
Mm.
just okay.
Would you say good, okay, then good?
So I would say uncanny for the first two, and then
Okay for Last Command.
yeah. My opinion might change on that later. Not too sure, but yeah. But
Yeah.
thank you for letting me be on here.
Of course, you're welcome anytime, man. Sorry we kept you here for so long.
Oh no, you're good. I had a wonderful time. Nice meeting all of you guys.
Same here, man.
Yeah, you too.
Same here.
Yep. So thanks so much for coming on and
Yeah.
rating these. Sam, what do you think of these covers? You are obviously a big fan of the Thrawn trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
I think your Brazilian covers are way cooler than the ones we got in America. And
100%.
Based.
the Czechoslovakian cover is the best of all. If you don't know what it looks like,
Yeah,
look
I
up
mean,
Czechoslovakian Heir to the Empire. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
meme.
Let
It's a meme.
Cspyder reigns supreme.
Absolutely. It's a meme for how bad the cover is. I'm currently trying to find a copy because of how bad it is. But that cover obviously belongs in the top tier.
Oh yeah.
Cspyder tier. Yeah. Absolutely. That's the top tier, and that's only for the Czechoslovakian Heir to the Empire cover. Sam's just seen it.
I've actually seen what's it called? I've seen Jason Solo 9ABY post some of these as memes.
Yeah.
And the one for the first book, I think, is like, damn bro, you got the whole squad laughing or something like that.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty great.
I love it.
Cspyder looks like he's been through a war. Joris Sabaoth got a pedicure for his nails. Leia's face got smushed in. It's just immaculate in every way.
Count Thronula.
Count Thronula. Yeah.
I
It's just,
love that.
It's a terrific cover, and that's why the top tier is now called Cspyder. Cspyder, sorry I can't spell, and that's for the Czechoslovakian Heir to the Empire cover.
my.
But the Brazilian
Wow.
covers are great. The American original covers are great. The Czechoslovakian cover is the best cover ever made. I can't believe it's actually real.
Yeah, just slightly above Ruins of Dantooine, I would say.
Slightly
Along with
above Ruins of Dantooine. But Sam, what are your thoughts on these ELCs? They can't touch the glory of Cspyder, though.
Honestly, man, if I had to use one word to describe them, lazy. Just straight up lazy. Because I think that like I have the Thrawn trilogy in the first book,
Yeah.
and my sister has the whole trilogy, but it's the reprint one where all the covers connect, and I
Yeah.
think those ones are pretty good. I actually like those ones.
I like those too.
Nothing would ever.
I
I'm
agree.
sorry.
Oh, I said I like those as well. Those are the good.
Yeah, no, they're so good. They're actually so good. But nothing will ever beat the original ones in my opinion. I love them so much. But um, I don't know, man. These just feel lazy. I feel like I could do this in under an hour, or I can even make it better actually, because it
Yeah.
kind of looks like old styled art. So yeah, I just feel like it's lazy. I feel like that about a lot of the things that Disney does. Just kind of lazy. They just do it. Just get it out there. Let's sell some books. Let's fund our projects. They're gonna buy it either way. It makes me not want to buy any of these because I just feel like no love or even thought was put into it. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. I think, in my opinion, it would be a please stop for
Please
all of
stop.
these.
Wow. Okay.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
They're just
but
lazy.
They're
Yeah.
lazy, and yeah, if somebody made this, like if it wasn't a corporation and somebody made this, I'd be like, these are great, because it's only one person. But like a multi-billion-dollar company can't spare, like it's not that expensive to pay an artist to make a good cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not an artist, and I feel like I could do a better job. So yeah, just
Yeah.
lazy. It goes on please stop for me. But yeah.
Well, your sister's pretty good at art, right? What would she
Mhm.
feel like about these covers?
She's a bit harsher than me. She doesn't have as much of a filter as I do sometimes. So I feel like she would go pretty hard on him and probably would hate him, to be honest. She hates everything that Disney does.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't really like Disney either, but yeah, I tried to tone it down a bit. She really speaks her mind, so I feel like she would probably start cursing and say that these are pretty bad. But yeah.
Yeah. Liam, what do you think about these last covers?
So I agree with a lot of the points you made, Sam. I think I'd probably put the last two in Please Stop. However, I think compared to some of these other covers, I think I probably would put Heir to the Empire into probably good. I don't know. It just, in a
Okay.
way, it kind of reminds me of Return of the Jedi a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, with
Mhm.
the
With the yeah.
yeah.
There's
Luke's
something
post.
about that. It's just there's something about the Heir to the Empire cover that I don't know. It's not as bad as the other two, at least for me, anyway.
It's kind of nostalgic. It's
I agree.
almost like
Mhm.
you could almost see that as if they had made Heir to the Empire movie in the 90s. Like you could see that as
Yeah.
maybe being the poster for it.
Yeah.
So you
No,
put
I agree.
where would
I
you
see what
put
you
the bottom two?
Bottom two, definitely Please Stop for sure.
Please stop. Okay. Jade Light, where are you thinking on these?
I think I would probably put all of them into uncanny. I think like the first one, Heir to the Empire, once again thrown with pupils. It's just wrong. I don't like it. Dark Force Rising, like this could be the cover for Empire Strikes Back as well, and you
That
will
could be
notice.
the cover for any Bantam era novel. Almost.
Yes, it's a
Mhm,
Stormtrooper
mhm.
Han and Leia. That's literally every book they have ever been in. And the last comment, yeah, something is like Luke is looking like he's coming down from really hard drugs. Like something's off with him. And I don't think it's the first time I think the original The Last Command cover has the fight between Mara Jade and Luke on it as well on the cover. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's even the first one. I mean, I only have the 20th anniversary editions, so it's not like they are particularly, creative, but yeah, I think all of them could fit into uncanny for me.
Pico.
Okay, Heir to the Emperor. I would put it in good if Thrawn didn't have pupils. And I think that's just a personal thing. I think it's just, why would you do that? It's just Dark Force Rising. I think is I think it's an oh-no because it's kind of just generic. any Bantam novel, as you guys said, could be this. I honestly think Last Command is much more fun than you guys think. Like,
I agree.
Even if you didn't read it, like it's Luke and Mara Jade. Like,
but if you did read it, it's Luke and Mara
exactly.
Jade.
So I think Last Command would be uncanny for me. Because it's just kind of there. I don't really know what it is. So I think I would say okay, oh no, Uncanny Valley. In that order.
I'm thinking I like Liam's point about the Heir to the Empire cover. At the same time, I think the Stormtrooper helmet looks like it's, to its credit, this doesn't look like it's AI. There was an artist involved here, so that's cool.
Thank God.
Yeah. The Stormtrooper one looks
kind of
pretty good.
sad that we want to give them plus points for actually using a human
Using
being.
artists. That's the low standards. I think the Stormtrooper helmet looks really good, but Dark Force Rising, that's really the cover for it. So for that one's for me is a please stop.
Why not make the Katana fleet? Like that's, that
Honestly.
would be somewhat unique, and it fits the book. Like
yeah.
The
Heir to the Empire one for me is an oh no. And Last Command one for me is okay. I actually like it. I'm with Pico. But so I think we're kind of all over the place.
Where are we gonna put this?
Should we group them together or space them out?
We can make it have their own tier, maybe. I don't know.
Well, just like Rendered Uncanny Valley, just be like Thrawn Trilogy?
Yeah, that would be a fairly prudent place to put it, I think.
Yeah.
Thrawn,
yeah.
Light blue.
Yeah, because I think some of the ones in Thrawn, like Last Command, I think's better, and then Dark Force Rising is worse, and Heir to the Empire is about where it should be, maybe.
Somewhere.
So, there we have it. That's our tier. I think it's pretty good, the tier. I like that we put a blank spot for the Czechoslovakian Heir to the Empire cover, which is not an Essential Legends Collection cover. Even though this is an Essential Legends Collection cover tier list, we have to give a shout out to the Czechoslovakian cover. The Czechs really put in a lot of effort and time by getting a 1-year-old to draw their cover. So
at least it was a human being, man. At least it was a human being.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it looks pretty good. Any final thoughts on these covers? We have confirmed the next wave, what it's going to be. The next 2 waves. So we've done videos on the channel before where we just compared the new cover to the original cover. Liam and Pico have been a part of those before. So when those do release, we'll do a part 3 and a part 4 where we look at the new covers they released. But what are you guys hoping to see in the future of these covers? Do you think they can get better? Do you think they'll keep using AI? Do you think they'll get worse? Like, have we already seen the worst, or could they reach new lows? Is there only one way to go? What do you guys think is the future of these covers?
I think that there's a lot of better places that they can go, because there's a lot of books that they have not covered that I think have a lot of potential. But I mean, if you're including books like this into the Essential Legends collection, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's really only going to go down. I think there's potential as long as they start actually getting real artists.
Yeah.
I think that there's a new hope for Essential Legends collection.
A new hope. That's a very nice way to put it. And then it'll lead to return of the good covers, hopefully.
I hope so.
Hopefully the AI won't strike back, though. Sam, what are you thinking?
All right, as the pessimistic hater of the group, I'm going to go with Disney is lazy. They don't care about the EU. They don't care about EU fans. They always do some lazy, like, low-effort stuff like this. I don't think it's ever going to change. I've accepted that.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
I would just rather not give them my money on these and buy the original books, even though it's a bit harder,
Yeah.
If it was something like they were putting effort into it and actually caring about the other fans, I would be
Yeah.
fine with it. I'll buy it,
Absolutely.
whatever, like invest money into it because they're like, showing that they care. But
Yeah.
since they're not and they haven't ever, I can't think of a single thing that they did for EU fans that has actually been like, them actually caring about us. So to me, it's just think they're gonna keep doing lazy little effort stuff, and it's not gonna change anytime soon. And yeah, I just wouldn't give them my money. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say. I feel like I'm repeating myself.
I've already given them some of my money.
Confession. Are you asking for forgiveness?
It's like, hey
I'm
man,
sure I will
please.
be. I'm
Ask
sure I
your
will be.
creator, you won't get none from us.
Jade, Pico, what are you guys' final thoughts?
I think, I mean, at any point that Disney decides they want to make them better, they can. Like, if Disney can't make them better, no one can, because like they have all the money in the world, obviously.
Yeah.
So they could at any point make fantastic covers. I am also of the same opinion like Sam is. I don't think they're gonna change. I mean, you can clearly see maybe a lack of real interest in the books when you see how the essential quote unquote collection is decided on. I mean, I'm also there with 5 picoseconds. I like Dawn of the Jedi. It's not an essential, like it's obviously not essential, and that
Yeah.
although I despise the Jedi Academy trilogy and I love iJedi, it's also sort of funny that iJedi.
It's
got
so
equal-
weird. Why they chose iJedi before iJedi
I mean-
Academy trilogy?
I mean, I love
So
it.
That moment when Jade Light said he
Oh, man.
despises Jedi Academy trilogy, which I
Is
know
Matt still in
I-
here? Matt's gonna be flipping off the walls about that one.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
I know that Jade feels that way, but seeing Sam and Liam hear that like at the same time was just so funny.
Man,
Somebody
I
send
love
that to
it. I
Matt.
just
Somebody
finished
clip this
it.
moment.
It's
Oh,
I really
Well,
like
just watch the streams we did.
Oh yeah, they are.
Man,
It-
I
all
just
all
finished
five of them.
They
all
did like
five
five streams breaking down why they hate it.
Why Jedi? Why iJedi is better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen.
Is
I've
iJedi? What's iJedi? I hear a lot about it. I haven't read
It's
it. I don't know.
kind of
I-
like it's
Don't
kind of
please,
like the
don't get us
fourth
started.
book.
Just
It's kinda like-
just don't get us started.
It's
you want
kind of
to-
like the fourth book in a way, but it kind of retells a new story within the original trilogy of Jedi Academy.
Yeah, it's
So-
like Last Jedi. It's like it's Last Jedi and Coruscant Knights trilogy, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's sort of. I can just briefly explain it. So, Corran Horn, he's the protagonist of the Rogue Squadron books, the four. He is the protagonist of this book. Like, it's basically more or less 2 books in one. The first half is the Jedi Academy trilogy from the perspective of Corran Horn. He's also in the Academy. He's present there. I mean, we
We
have.
just didn't see him in Jedi Academy. But
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
been
we
there
have.
the whole time, and he's
we have-
retelling those events.
Yeah, we have unnamed members of the Jedi Academy. I think Kyle Katarn was also there.
Yeah.
So we do have these. And the second book is the second part of the book is basically the original story of the book, which takes place afterwards, and it's like
Which
just
takes
a
place
personal
after
Corran.
Jedi
Yeah.
Academy trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta give it a read. If it's like, I mean, I know you guys like it, but if it's like a main event like that, I definitely gotta implement it into the project. So
Yeah.
definitely
yeah,
gotta give it
I
a
have to
read.
get my hands on that
Absolutely.
book too. I only
It's
have the
definitely
Jedi
important.
trilogy.
Like whether or not you like it, I think it is actually important.
So
Oh, no, I'm
typically-
not-
Typically, people who don't like the Jedi Academy trilogy really like iJedi, and people who
And vice
liked
versa,
Jedi Academy trilogy despise iJedi. I
Yeah.
really like
Okay.
Jedi Academy, and I'm okay with iJedi. iJedi to me always felt a little arrogant because the author inserts his character into someone else's story, so I felt that was a little arrogant. But at the same time, it's a pretty good story. So like, I'm not mad at it. I'd say it's pretty good. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
still need to read it.
Yeah, I gotta read it too because I mean for my project I'm not basing what goes in off of what I like and what I don't like. I'm
Yeah.
just doing whatever is important, you know. So whether I like it or not, it's going.
I think they're
in,
both
it's
important to read. Like
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
JAT
I mean,
and the and iJedi are both like essential.
So even though you don't like Jedi Academy trilogy, you admit it's essential to the story.
Yes, I think
I mean-
Dark Empire is essential as well. Even though I don't like that.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I haven't
mean,
watched
I
it
can't-
yet because I didn't want to spoil myself, but I saw the first few seconds of Matt's reread of it, and I'm like, oh boy.
I do, yeah. His famous hatred for first person.
He
Oh, yeah.
hates
Oh, yeah.
Jedi. He hates
Yes.
first
He
person.
He
thinks-
thoughts.
I
He
agree
thinks
with
it's
Matt
the
on
worst
that.
book of the EU.
Yeah, he does. Matt Wilkins does think that. Yeah, but Pico, final thoughts on the ELCs before we started doing the classic KJ Anderson Jedi Academy trilogy versus Michael Stackpole's iJedi
Oh
debate.
boy.
Okay, so I think these are very. It was a very weird decision when creating these new covers. Honestly, I think they could have gone way harder with the new ones. But I think Courtship is going to be like the pinnacle of whether or not this is a good idea or not. I think if basically seeing if TCW Dathomir Witches are going to be on there.
Is Courtship confirmed in the wave?
Yes,
I don't know.
Courtship is the next one.
Yeah,
I
We're
have
gonna-
both of
wait.
the original covers for it. They're both amazing.
yeah. I think it's Courtship of Princess Leia, which we're all concerned that they're going to take
Mhm.
TCW Night
Yep.
Sisters and
I'll
put them
slap
on
somebody,
it.
bro.
And
I'm
they
not
will
even
make-
playing. I'll slap somebody if they do that.
And TCW
Yeah.
Dathomir.
Yep,
Obviously, that's
exactly.
also vastly different.
It's Courtship. What's the third Republic Commando book?
True Colors.
Colors.
True
Oh, no,
Colors,
True Colors. Sorry, my bad.
iJedi, and then Annihilation. That's the next wave.
And then after that is Knight Errant, Red
Oh
Harvest.
boy. No, they got both of those in there. Seriously.
Yeah.
One is
and then
already
Order
back.
66. Oh
And then
no,
wait,
wait.
isn't there
I don't think
one
it's
too?
Red Harvest. It's Order 66, Knight Errant, and Wraith Squadron.
Wraith
Okay.
Squadron,
Okay.
yeah.
Wraith
But
Squadron
then
was-
the
Wraith Squadron's going to be
rumors-
really interesting because
The rumors that they're saving Red Harvest for Wave 10.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if they have Death Troopers in it, I guess. But
I mean, as much as I crap on Red Harvest, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do for the cover for that because
Yeah.
I hope it's better than Death Troopers. I hope it's better than what they did with Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think that they're going to go ahead and do this for every book? Or do you think they'll stop at some point? Because it's weird. It's weird that they skipped ahead to do Alston's first novel. They
I think-
never did, for the X-Wing books, they did 4 of Michael Stackpole's, but they forgot his final one, and then they moved on to Alston. So will they ever go back and get that 5th?
I
Michael
think they
Stackpole
will.
one?
I think they're going to get everything before moving on to New Jedi Order. I think they're going to get everything else
Oh.
before then,
Those are,
and then they're going to go in order.
I
Yeah.
just didn't even think of that till now. They're gonna do New Jedi Order covers, man.
Imagine Quality Autism's rage when Legacy of the Force and Fate of the Jedi get Essential Legends Collection covers.
They put Kylo Ren on the cover.
yeah, the limit.
Kylo Ren fighting Rey with the purple lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, the term Essential Legends Collection should be concerning because essential implies that not everything is gonna be redone.
Yeah.
And if they do New Jedi Order, like I'm not sure if they're gonna do. Like I hope they would do all 19
I would hope so.
ones.
Yeah.
Not like I don't know Vector Prime, whatnot, and something in between, and then Unifying Force. I mean that would be sort of, but who knows? They could as well do that.
Well, I'm gonna have to wrap up now. I'm gonna have to get going here, grab some dinner, and then Sam and I have a meeting with some people about his project after that. But thank you to everyone who stopped by in the comments and gave their opinions. Sorry I couldn't get everyone's comments on here. I saw there was a lot of people commenting, which is super cool. Sorry I wasn't able to get everyone's on there. We were having the discussion. Thanks to all the awesome guests here. Sam, Pico, Liam, Jade, all of you guys are great. Thanks to our fallen comrades, Stevie, who's recuperating with subs, and Brady, who stuck around for as long as he could. And then he got bored of us. Just kidding. They're awesome too. All of you guys are great. Thanks for joining me for this and for talking about the Essential Legends collection covers. Oh no, I was about to end it and then I saw this comment. They're gonna make the Vong look friendly on the Essential Legends collection covers. And with that sentiment out of the way, that's like rock bottom thought. So we'll end it.
You're gonna give them a nose.
All right.
They'll give them a nose. Oh no.